Hi, this is Miss Davis, and this is an explanation of the grade tracker that is available to you this semester. If you look in Canvas, there will be an option to download the grade tracker, and this is a great way to keep track not just where you are this semester as far as grades, but where your potential is for the end of the semester. What you'll see is the due date along the left-hand column, and then the assignment is listed, and then the total points possible for that assignment. The next column is blank right now because you will be entering those as you go through the semester, and you will enter the points that you get on each assignment. The next column will carry those over into a running total. This is not going to give you a percentage because you already have that in Skyward. What this is going to do is keep a total point list going for the semester because of where we are for the remaining four columns. The remaining four columns have the minimum number of points needed in order for the letter grade at the header to be a possibility mathematically by the end of the semester. Now you'll notice I'm just recording one example of this. The early college students for COM 142, the D column looks a little different. I'll differentiate that here in just a moment. But you'll notice that in the needed for an A column, those numbers start first because you need to have more points at the end of the semester to have an A than other grades. So if, for instance, it is October 22nd and you've just entered the grade for your Part 3 test right about there, then you need to have had 347.06 points at that point in time in order for an A to be mathematically possible for the semester. Those numbers assume that you will get a 100% on every assignment, including the final exam, through the end of the semester. So this is not a desirable place to be. This is the absolute bottom line minimum for that grade to be mathematically possible. If at that point in time you have a 347.05, you cannot get an A for the semester, no matter what you do. This is an important place to be to kind of judge where you need to be by the end of the semester and kind of how much wiggle room you have there. You'll notice by that point in time, the B column has started to happen there. If you have 182.35, that's still a possible. We still haven't hit the D category there, but you have options there for A, B, and C. Quick note, the color difference is the first 9 weeks to second 9 weeks. So the first color available to you is the first 9 weeks, and then the second 9 weeks of the semester will be the second column. So for instance, on this class, you can see that there are a lot more assignments because we are doing training on speeches for the first 9 weeks and then delivering them the second 9 weeks. So this will look a little different depending on which course you're in. For the early college speech students, you'll notice over here it says needed for a D. This will earn PMHS credit, but not VU credit. In order to have the Vincennes credit for the early college class, in order to be considered passing for the early college class, you have to have a C or above. If you have a D, you will get the Perry credit, but you will not get the Vincennes credit for this course if you have a D. That is only for the early college COM 142 class. Everyone else, that D is still Perry credit for you. Obviously not the most desirable situation to be in, but that is the truth. Now, where this can really help also is when we get toward the end of the semester and you start to think, well, what would happen if I get this on that assignment? Well, you can enter it in and see if that will still keep you above the line or not. Also, then, if you look over the second tab down here at the bottom has a place for the final exam. Once we get to the end of the semester, it will automatically carry your semester 2 percentage over to here. And then you have the options along the left-hand side here as far as what possibilities exist for you for your grade for the end of the semester. So you'll enter what grade you have now, what grade you want to have at the end of the semester, and it will fill out all of the rest of these for you at that point in time, which means that when you do that, it will tell you, in order to get the desired grade, here's what you have to have on the final exam. If you get a 100% on the final, here's what you'd have. If you get a 0 on the final, here's what you have. So this spreadsheet will give you kind of where you want to be as well as a best case scenario and the ugliest scenario possible for the end of the semester. This tracker is an incredible tool for you in class. It will answer most of your grade-related questions that Skyward does not. So please make sure that you are keeping this up to date as the semester goes on. Thanks so much.